Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Welcome to our number 4 of the Line Talk 99.5. Talk995.com and AndrewMcLeanWho.com. Real Talk 99.5 TV on YouTube. And the Talk 99.5 app. Download that bad boy. My buddy Nick Nice, I like saying that. Makes me feel like I got some clout. My buddy Nick Nice. He downloaded the app for the first time the other day and actually said, "You know what? This is a lot better." He was listening on TuneIn Radio all the way up there in Virginia. And he said, "Boy, Virginia's a mess too, by the way, with that new governor and everything else. I hope he went out and bought 30-round mags or whatever it is. Where they banning anything over 15, I think they just did, and gun sales went through the roof. And magazine sales went through the roof like it doubled. He downloaded the app, and he's like, this is so much better than TuneIn Radio. And it is. If you want to listen live, but you also got the ability to watch live from the app. You can actually see us right there on the app. It's pretty cool. So download it. Just look up Talk 99.5 on your app store, Google Play, iPhone, App Store, whatever you want to do. All right, so I'm going back to this. All right, I was short on time. I wasn't paying attention to the clock. That's my bad. So here's the details. U.S. officials already use burner phones and avoid speaking in hotel rooms when they're visiting Israel. That is what this report says, and I'm simply telling you what the report says. A CSIS expert calls the Israeli intelligence hyper-aggressive and exceedingly interested in what we are up to. Now, when you stack up the timeline of this information, Trump screams at Netanyahu, and Trump and Netanyahu both essentially confirmed this in one way or another. Donald Trump telling Netanyahu, "You're effing crazy, that you''d be in jail if it weren't for me. Nobody likes you, and that you need to play ball with me. We're trying to get things done." Axios leaks that phone call out. It enrages Mark Levin. Netanyahu's letter designing permanent military integration is also in the mix. Then you have the Section 224 linking the two countries' military systems and data and the weapons development and all that. And now the Pentagon formally designating Israel a critical espionage threat. In the same weeks, Congress moves to wire Israel directly into America's defense industrial base. The two stories are happening simultaneously, and almost nobody has really connected the two. The Pentagon says Israel is spying on America at a critical level, and Congress is responding by giving Israel deeper access to American military systems than ever before. At what point does Washington admit this relationship is not what we've always been told it is? This is the question that people are asking. All right, you can feel whatever way. There's people in this audience that are on both sides, one side or the other. Okay, and I get that, and that's okay. And I get hammered from both sides depending on, which story I'm talking about. But it would make sense that, and I've told y'all this. I've told y'all that Israel spies on us or spies on our officials. That's not a new thing. It's been going on for a while. But in this case in particular, with what's going on with Iran, I do believe that Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu wants Iran completely eliminated. Donald Trump does not want that. He does not want regime change. He does not want to have to occupy Iran for 20 years. He does not want to be involved in the installation of a new government. Israel, on the other hand, they probably do want those things. And so the spying would make sense as to they want to know what we're doing. Or maybe they feel like we're not telling them everything and they don't like that. And they've got a vested interest. They're the target of Iran. I get that. But spying on Trump administration officials should not fly in any way, shape, or form. It's not acceptable. Now, to that point, the White House, as of today, has come out and says that they don't believe that story's true. The statement says Israel does not gather intelligence on American entities, let alone U.S. government officials. Israel intelligence collection efforts are aimed at its enemies, not its allies. But, get this, and Mark Levin's the one that posted this. That is from a spokesperson for the Israeli embassy to the U.S. But here's what the White House says. They said the entire story is false and sourced to someone who doesn't have any knowledge of what's going on. That's the actual statement from the White House. The first part is from the Israeli embassy to the U.S. Of course, that's what they would say. So is the story true? I do believe Israel spies on us and that they have been for a long time. But the question here would be, are they spying on us right now for the reasons of getting ahead or interfering in what Donald Trump is trying to do with Iran? And to understand how Israel feels about, and I say Israel, I mean the government of Israel, let's just say Bibi Netanyahu. To understand how Bibi Netanyahu feels about Trump's course of action and what he's trying to accomplish with Iran, you likely don't have to go any further than the Mark Levin show and listen to what Mark Levin has to say about it. That will answer the question as to how the Israeli government feels about what Donald Trump is doing. So this is just, this is recently. Mark Levin said on his show, and John Bird, I think you have this. This was, I'm trying to see. This was from, what is today, the 9th? So this may have been yesterday's show or maybe the end of last week. But Mark Levin is talking about the leaked transcript of the phone call where Donald Trump was saying to Netanyahu, "You're effing crazy. What are you doing? You'd be in jail if it weren't for me. You need to play ball." Mark Levin is not happy about that whatsoever. And he's actually now criticizing Donald Trump for not just going in there and blowing everything up.
I don't know why the President of the United States feels the need to keep going to left-wing reporters and talking about confidential conversations he has with the Prime Minister of Israel. And I don't know why he keeps bashing the Prime Minister of Israel, who's trying to protect his country and his own people. Just a few weeks ago, their fighter jets were fighting right alongside ours. The Mossad was working with the CIA. And, of course, the Prime Minister was working with the President in what was a spectacular military operation. I know the president is deeply desperate for a deal. The Iranians know he's deeply desperate for a deal. The whole world knows he's deeply desperate for a deal. Got it. But the problem is the state of Israel is in the neighborhood. And when Hezbollah is shooting thousands of missiles into the state of Israel and tens of thousands of drones since the ceasefire 9 weeks ago on April 8th, and Israel's told it can only fight a defensive war, and Israel's told to stay away from Beirut, even though the head of the snake is right outside of Beirut, and even after signing a so-called peace deal with the Lebanese government, which is a government that wants peace with Israel but has nothing to do with Hezbollah and cannot control Hezbollah. And then when they fight to push Hezbollah back because they've now had to depopulate the northern part of the country, it's a tiny country. I want you to think of New Jersey, and the top 20-25% of New Jersey has to be pushed back, hundreds of thousands of people depopulated. And then they're told they can only fight so much to stop it. The hypocrisy of our country that wouldn't put up with it in the treatment of that country is ridiculous. In fact, we don't ask any other country to do that. None. So why the constant beating up of Netanyahu? He wants to defeat the regime in Iran. We do not. We've decided not. We've decided, at least for now, maybe next week it'll change, we're not going to use our military to enforce anything except if they take action against us. So, obviously, if you're the Israelis and they're firing weapons into your country and you want to take action, we would do exactly the same thing, would we not? Even more. So Iran's figured this out. So they fired 11 ballistic missiles into Israel. Ballistic missiles that can blow a city block off the face of the earth.
Okay, so he goes on and on and on. You get the picture. And that is, well, these are Mark Levin's words, but this is likely how the Israeli government feels as well, Bibi Netanyahu. Here's the problem. And I see where Levin is coming from in the sense of defending yourself and defending your country, and I've always been supportive of Israel defending itself against the scumbag terrorist regimes that should be wiped off the face of the earth. But you've got to consider the circumstances here, all right? You got to consider the circumstances of what's going on, and you got to be strategic about it. You've been fighting with these terrorist organizations for decades, all right? It's always been a thing. And if what you're doing was going to work or does work, you wouldn't still be fighting, right? So what you're doing is you're just killing one cockroach at a time when there's a million cockroaches in your house. You're just repeating the process. You're just fighting this never-ending battle and not eradicating them. Donald Trump understands this, and he is looking to stop the problem altogether instead of spending all this time and money and missiles and whatever and civilian casualties of just constantly fighting. He doesn't want the fighting. He wants to bring it into this and have some sense of peace in the region. Not only that, but we are the ones that have supplied Israel for these decades to make sure they've got the things they need to defend themselves. So considering that, I think that Donald Trump is in the right when he says, I'm calling the shots. Let me do what I need to do, and you do what I tell you to for the time being so we can get this done. You've been fighting for decades, and you obviously have not been able to solve the problem. So let's try something else. It's why we elected Donald Trump in the first place, because we had been doing the same thing year after year, Democrat, Republican, and we got the same result every time. And people said, we want something different. Back in 2016, people decided they wanted something different. They did it again in 2024. Hell, they did it in 2020, but the election got stolen. We wanted something different because none of the problems were being solved. Donald Trump is here doing something different, and he's asking Netanyahu to just chill the F out. Just chill. Follow our lead. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But it's worth a shot. So just play ball. And if he's got to call you an effing idiot on the phone, that's just what Trump does. All right? You get over it. It's fine. It's also interesting within all of this and the things that have played out that Netanyahu did an interview not long ago. I don't remember who he was with, but he stated that he wants to separate his country and his military from American funding. He said, over the course of X number of years, I would like to get the number of dollars that we take from the U.S. for our military and our defense down to zero. And that was shocking for a lot of people because they're like, what country is like, yeah, please stop giving us money? But he made those comments, and it's interesting now knowing this, why he would say that. I don't know the answer, but I think that all ties in together some way, somehow. Anyway, the White House is denying any of this ever happened with the spying and everything else, but the story is not going away. We'll see what happens. 205-545-9950. Ernest Financial, retirewithernest.com, retirewithernest.com. David Ernest, my buddy, been doing this 45 years. 4-5. That's a long time. What is he doing? He's protecting your retirement. You really need a financial advisor if you're on the precipice of retiring. Usually we kind of look for 55 and older. And if you got over 50K in your retirement, whatever that retirement may be, 401K, 403Bs, IRAs, tax-free, tax-deferred, whatever it is, you need somebody looking over that for you and helping you come up with a plan to make retirement a breeze. David Ernst can do that. If you're a little younger than 55 and you got over 50K, call him as well. It's never too early to start thinking about your retirement and making sure that retirement is protected because you never know what's going to happen between now and retirement. Yes, things look good in the stock market with Donald Trump as president, but Donald Trump's not going to be president much longer, and you ain't got no idea who's next. So get with David Ernest, 833-596-7233. That's 833-596-7233 and online, retirewithernest.com. All right, let's keep it rolling. 205 545 9950. Mandu bringing you this part of the show, Mandu.com. I finally got back into Mandu yesterday, and my workout was great. It was great. I was sweating. I was pulling the weights and everything, dude. I was working out, baby. And I felt good because I missed a few days, and being back in the mix, man, made me feel good about myself. I feel like I'm looking better. I got back on my cardio. I'm doing the right thing. You can do it too, man. 15-minute workout. Remember this. It's going to change your life, and I'm not exaggerating. Homewood, Huntsville, Tuscaloosa. 3 convenient locations. Go to any one you want to. But most importantly, get your free session. Cost you nothing. No obligation. No strings attached. You're just trying it out for free. Sign up on the website for that free session or call them. All the information on the website, mandu.com. MANDUU.com. MANDUU.com. Tell them I sent you. Okay. Okay. What is going on here? All right, where are we at, John Bird? What are we doing?
Well, normally we do the wheel of segments, or you do a live.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks for reminding me. I appreciate it. Pro Lift Garage Doors, my buddy Mike Miller. Y'all know about the garage door stuff. Been telling you about it for a while, and it's important to take care of it. You know, it's like you're taking care of your health, taking care of your home health. All right, your home has health. You got different parts of your home. I mean, we're doing that at my house, man. We got projects. I've been tearing down wall tile in our bathroom. I was doing that yesterday, and I kind of got to where I was just randomly doing stuff. Like I was taking a hammer and knocking holes in the wall, in the drywall, just to see what it felt like, because I haven't done a construction project like that in a long time. So I was just out there slinging a hammer, and I didn't even plan on taking down that part of the wall, but I just wanted to hit stuff. You know, I was in a little bit of a bad mood yesterday, so I just started slinging the hammer. I took a crowbar. I was ripping that tile out. It's kind of fun. Kind of enjoyed it. But we're not talking about bathrooms. I'm talking about doors, garage doors in particular. Those things go out sometimes, and you need to get them replaced. You may need to replace the motor. You may want to replace the whole thing. Mike Miller is your guy. Pro Lift Garage Doors. That's the company that is going to help you get that situated. Maybe you want to change it all out. Maybe it's not necessarily broken, but you'd like to update it. Maybe you'd like one of those new motors where it's almost silent when the garage door opens and closes. Or maybe you got some panels that need to be replaced, changed, whatever. Mike can do all of that, from big projects to small projects. Could be those big roll-up doors. Not even at your home, but maybe your shop, maybe your automotive shop, maybe your business or whatever. If you got to get those replaced, man, especially automotive shops, because cars coming in and out every day, somebody's going to end up hitting that door and got to get it replaced. Mike can do that for you. Him and his team are the absolute best, and I want you to reach out to him. Make sure you tell him I sent you, and get her done. Get her done, if you will. Let me give you Mike's number real quick. You can find all the information online, proliftdoors.com. But if you want to call them, just make sure you mention you're part of the Hey Now Nation, 205-346-8465. That's 205-346-8465. Put that in your phone, cuzzo. And online, proliftdoors.com. Now, we spun the wheel yesterday, John Bird.
Just to see.
Just
because
to see
of what we're talking about.
And didn't I say we would just stick with that? What was it?
Yeah.
What, do you remember what the segment was?
Oh, yeah. Love is in the air.
Love is in the air.
Because remember we were talking about.
All right. So here's what I want you to do. Just for the sake of spinning, go ahead and spin the wheel and then kind of just ease it to love is in the air.
Okay.
Can you do that and not mess it up?
I'll do my best.
Give it a shot, buddy. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Wheel of Segment. Stop it right there.
Oh, that's nasty.
No,
Crap,
John Bird.
It's hard to stop it.
Do it again. Spin it
All
again.
right.
Spin it again. Here we go. Stop.
Love is in the
Love is
air.
in the
There we go.
air.
Boom, boom.
Oh, Lord.
There's a movie out about his life now.
Whose life?
Little Peter Collins.
Kill Fallons? Peter
Phil
Collins.
Phil Collins. Oh my gosh, Phil Collins. I'm embarrassed.
Peter Collins?
Yeah, Peter Collins. Phil Collins, Dad burn it, because he's lived an interesting life, and he was had
Has
a lot
he?
going on before. Everybody knows him from the '80s ballads and all that, but did some incredible work in Genesis.
I bet you were thinking of Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, who was the original lead singer for Genesis, and
Was he
left.
really?
Yeah, he left.
I didn't even know that. I was just thinking of a random Peter name.
Yeah, no, that's it, and that's why Phil Collins took over singing. They were going to audition a singer, and Phil said, hey, "Let me try."
I wanna be your sledgehammer. That was a crazy video.
Yes, it won MTV Awards Video of the Year because it was so groundbreaking.
Wait, is Phil Collins British?
Yeah, they're all British.
Peter Gabriel's British?
Yeah,
Oh,
all of Genesis is British.
I didn't know that.
Dude.
That's crazy that he was. I didn't know that he was a singer in Genesis. I just literally the first Peter name that popped in my head was Peter Gabriel.
Yeah,
I
you knew
wanna be
it. Somewhere back there, you knew it and didn't know that you knew it.
sledgehammer. Won't you go, my name? Ow!
Sledge.
All right, what do we love
Love is in the air, dude.
There we go. We got
I
it.
need to
We
get
got
you
it.
an Adderall.
First headline: Boner Bears.
Oh my God.
Chocolate recalled for containing Viagra drug. How many times do we have to go through this? It's obvious that these gas station pills and whatever have got Viagra in them. I mean, they're selling it because it's supposed to make your pee-pee hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you think's in it, dude? All right. I mean, that's the one thing that makes that happen.
12 herbs and spices? I don't know.
Yeah, they're like, it's just a health supplement. It's got ginseng. Like, no, it's got Viagra in it. So I don't understand. I guess they're just finally taking action because if you go in the gas station, you can see, and this stuff is kind of be dangerous because you don't know what's in it. It's going to make your heart explode.
Exactly.
But they've got the rhinos. I saw one time at a gas station, and the label had like a MAGA hat on it, and it was Maha, but not Make America Healthy Again. It was Make America Hard Again.
Good grief. Good.
And so it'll be like Rhino 3000, and then you'll start seeing other ones. It's like Rhino 64,000, and then Rhino 50 million. Then there's all these different brands, and then they've got the honey packets, which are. Those are very popular in the hood. People like those honey packets.
The
in the
honey
hood.
packets.
Yeah.
Sounds like a band.
It's like, man, you should just really go to your doctor. And if you're having trouble or if you're just looking to, bang the night away, you just go to the doctor, bro. Go to Alabama Men's Clinic. Quit eating the honey and the rhinos, Cole. Because something bad's going to happen. Anyway, the FDA has a bone to pick with a chocolate-flavored sexual enhancement product that's getting recalled for an active ingredient not declared on the product label. And the reason they're not declaring it on the product label is because it's a prescription and you can't sell it over the counter. FDA laboratory analysis confirmed the presence of sildenafil in a batch of not-so-subtly branded Boner Bear sex chocolate.
Sex chocolate.
Sildenafil is the active ingredient in the prescription drug Viagra, commonly used to treat erectile dysfunction. Boner Bears and other such enhancement products are typically sold online or in adult stores with the promise of improving libido and sexual prowess. The manufacturer of Boner Bears, JXK Enterprises, voluntarily recalled lot number BB21125, which consists of 22-gram individually wrapped chocolate bars with an expiration date of February of 26. Yeah, you might not want to eat them. The black wrapper boasts, quote, fast-acting max strength and 3 doses per bar. No other lots or products are included in the recall. Boner Bears items, including another lot, are sold nationwide through Elixir.com, a website that specializes in pleasure enhancement, cannabinoid, and mushroom products. According to the FDA, products containing undisclosed sildenafil can pose health risks to consumers. Specifically, sildenafil can adversely interact with nitrates found in certain prescription drugs, such as nitroglycerin, lowering blood pressure to dangerous levels. I heard a story of a guy that took so much Viagra that they went blind.
So it is true.
Yeah. Well, no, the Harry Palms gimmick. Is that what you're talking about? Making them go blind?
Yeah.
No. It wasn't that made them go blind. It was the medication. They took too much of it, and it ended up making them go blind for. It was temporary. They got their vision back, but.
But did it like bust out? I mean, was it like?
Well, I mean, it was probably hard for a while.
Like Alien. I mean,
I don't know. I just know they went blind for a period of time. The agency notes that individuals with diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and or heart disease are at increased risk. JXK Enterprises said it has not received any reports of adverse effects related to this recall. Consumers who purchased the product are urged to stop using it immediately and contact JXK Enterprises for a refund. So, put down the Butter Bears.
good grief. I assume they came in different flavors.
It only talks about the chocolate one, so.
I wonder what the Boner Bear actually looked like, the shape of it.
It looks like a regular chocolate bar, but it's probably got like little stamps of bears or maybe boners. I don't know.
Or bears with boners.
Or bears with boners. Yeah, maybe that's it. Next up, streamer catches girlfriend cheating with her cousin thanks to camera on cat's litter box.
Oh.
Twitch streamer I'm Not Kenneth has revealed he caught his girlfriend of 2 years cheating on him with her own cousin using the camera inside their $900 Litter Robot 5 Pro as the key piece of evidence. Kenneth posted a story in a YouTube video that quickly went viral, detailing how he first grew suspicious when his girlfriend, Kathlina, a fellow streamer who previously went by Kavretz on Twitch, was repeatedly FaceTiming her cousin behind a locked bathroom door. After overhearing a suggestive conversation while she was in the shower, Kenneth remembered the high-tech litter box in her bathroom had a built-in camera and remotely logged into the feed. What do you got a camera in your litter box for?
I don't know. And the litter box is $900.
You want to watch your cat duty or what?
Get what you deserve.
Through the camera feed, Kenneth claims he saw his girlfriend naked, propping her phone against the mirror to show off to her cousin on FaceTime. Rather than confront her immediately, he knocked on the door, asked for her phone, and walked into his room and locked it. Audio from the video captured her banging on the door, repeating, "Kenneth, open the door, give me my phone," while he tells her to get out of his house. He then went through her recently deleted messages, Snapchat, and Notes app, where he found explicit photos and messages describing her cousin as boyfriend material and claiming she felt a disconnect from Kenneth.
Oh, my.
Kenneth says he spent upwards towards $50,000 during the 2-year relationship.
Well, that's it right there.
He ended things immediately and kicked her out. Following the video's release, Kathlina's Instagram and Twitch accounts were deactivated, and she has not issued a public response. It is not the first time a streaming relationship has imploded publicly. Twitch streamer Little Gara went viral after catching his girlfriend cheating live on stream during a restaurant date in 24. You know, sometimes it's hard to believe whether that's real or not because streamers have a tendency to set things up.
Yeah, they want those clicks, man.
And create a scenario that's not genuine just for, like you said, the clicks. And so who knows if that story is real, but he told the story and I just report them.
That's right.
And last but not least, are you familiar with Bonnie Blue?
No, the name doesn't ring a bell.
She's that British OnlyFans model that, you know, claims to have racked, has like a body count of 1,000 in the span of like 48 hours.
Yeah.
She's pregnant. And after reading this story, I'm convinced that she's about to birth Satan. Bonnie Blue plans a golden shower baby shower. And it's exactly how it sounds. A golden shower baby shower.
That child should immediately, upon birth, be taken from her.
For those who have followed every Bonnie Blue saga out there, it's hard to be surprised by much that she does anymore. When the former OnlyFans and a current Fansly adult content creator announced her pregnancy, some of her haters, fans, and followers seemed to be in agreement that they thought her career might start to slow down a bit. But alas, no. And now, according to Us Weekly, and a post on X, the creator has something adult-themed in mind for her baby shower. It's reportedly going to be a golden shower, which is in direct reference to the fetish that involves urine, as in urine.
Man.
It says, just in case anyone thinks this is a hoax, like many tend to believe of some of the other stunts that Bonnie pulls, it appears to be pretty legitimate.
You know what? Stuff like this pisses me off.
Very funny.
I'm sorry. It was too easy.
I'm not even going to read the rest of this story. That's ridiculous. And that's what we call Love is in the Air. ChuckDavisLaw.com. Chuck Davis, my attorney. If you're going through a divorce because your baby mama had a golden baby shower, call Chuck Davis. Hopefully you don't find yourself in that situation. But he does handle divorce and custody battles, wills, probate contracts, personal injury, wrongful death. What is all the yelling out in the hallway? Sound like somebody was dying. Personal injury, wrongful death, slip and fall, car wrecks, all kinds of different things that you could need an attorney for. Chuck Davis is your guy. You just got to reach out to him, let him know I sent you, and he'll get you patched right on up. If you got something that's that far out there, you won't leave empty-handed because he's got a network of the best attorneys out there. He can send you in the right direction to where you will be taken care of, especially when you tell him you're part of the Hey Now Nation. Tell him Andrew Mclain sent you. He'll know what you're talking about, and he'll get you hooked up. He's my attorney. So, yeah, I can vouch for his work. He does work for me, and he treats me with, the best. I've had multiple attorneys in my life. He is by far the best one I've ever had, and I wouldn't want to go with anybody else. 205-823-9992. It's 205-823-9992. Online, ChuckDavisLaw.com. No representation is made that the legal services provided are superior to the legal services provided by other lawyers. All right, real quick, Noto Roofing at otoroofing.com, notoroofing.com, 205-848-2299. You already know. Free roof inspection, complimentary roof tune-up. Get with it, man. Get that taken care of. It's so, so important. Make sure you tell them I sent you, man. The best of the best out there. No doubt about it. Best of the best. Chris, Sammy, Matt, and the rest of the gang out there, man. They killing it. Even Chris's son works for them. And they're out there slinging hammers, building new roofs, patching stuff up. They're going to take care of you, man. Roof's very important, so get that done. 205-848-2299, notoroofing.com. Man, some hostilities going on outside the courthouse in McKinney, Texas. So in the Carmelo Anthony murder trial, remember, I was going to talk about this today. The track and field star Austin Metcalf, who was murdered, stabbed to death by Carmelo Anthony at a high school track meet. He's on trial for murder, and the verdict has been reached, but they have not announced what the verdict is yet. That should be coming down any moment. We're watching two people face off, a white guy and a black guy in the parking lot. The black guy's yelling at the white guy. The supporters of Carmelo Anthony have made this completely about race, and they made no qualms about it. So it's going to be interesting, but I'm out of here. Leland Live up next. See you, Cup!